everyone, it's Imogen and welcome back to Colouring Kid. It has been a long time. I've pretty much been absent from my channel since the beginning of 2024. I basically have not been around at all. I have so much to catch you up on and I apologise if I'm a little bit out of practice. It's been a very long time since I have recorded a video. And also I can't seem to get the lighting quite right. There's a shadow which is really annoying, but I'm so excited to be back, and as I said, I have just been ridiculously busy. That's the only reason why I haven't been uploading. I have missed you all so much and I just didn't anticipate this year being quite as busy as it has been, although I should have, because I have done a lot. I just thought I would have time in between things to try and get some content up for you. But in hindsight, it's probably better that I just took a huge break rather than doing, you know, slight intermittent videos, and because then it might have given false hope that I would maybe be back more regularly, and obviously that hasn't been the case. I am hoping that I'm going to be able to get this video up and a few more at the end of September, and then we'll see what happens. It may just be that I try to get videos up when I'm back from uni in the holidays. So just to catch you up really quickly, get you up to speed, I would quite like to do a colour and chat video or something just to fully kind of deep dive into what I've been up to. But essentially I finished my first year of uni reading music at Oxford this year. I had so many exams from spanning from April, May and June. It was my whole third term taken up with exams which were part coursework, week-long exams, 48-hour exams, which were takeaway papers, and then some in-person ones as well, which were the formal ones. It was the best year ever. I've had such an amazing time at uni. I can't wait for my next 2 years, both academically and socially. I really feel like I've found the right balance, and I'm still managing to have the time of my life, and I'm working as hard as I can, but not to the detriment of having a social life, which I think has been really important for me, just so that I do have the best time. So yeah, I came out with a 2-1, which was what I was really hoping for. I never have kind of put myself down as a person getting a first. I don't think that's something that will happen. And especially 2-1 for me at Oxford, I was just so thrilled to even be there in the first place. And considering how rigorous it is and how challenging I found the year, to come out with that, I'm just really thrilled. And it was just a horrible way of having the exams, because they were just over such a long period of time, and most people only had a week of exams, and it just was quite challenging just having something coming up every week. But we got through it, and yeah, I'm just really chuffed. I also do have a boyfriend. We've been going to, we're almost 6 months now. We're going to Poland next week for 10 days, and I'm very excited for that. I don't want to say too much yet, because I want to get his permission to share a photo or something at some point in a future video and speak a little bit more, but yeah, that has also been a big part of my life this year as well. So in terms of social life, that's been a big thing, which is really exciting. Also, my friend group and we went to Peru. One of my friends lives in Peru and she's an international student. About half of my friendship group are international students actually. And yes, we took a 3-week trip there, which was just a crazy experience. I mean, we did so much, we crammed so much into that time. We went to the jungle and did a retreat without Wi-Fi or anything for 3 days, and went on the Amazon River. We went to Machu Picchu. So we took quite a lot of internal flights to different places. We went to Cusco, we drove to Nazca, Iquitos was the jungle, and then she's in Lima. So that was exhausting but so amazing as a trip. I really enjoyed it. So that was pretty much, that was July. I went on choir tour to Lyon for a few days right before that, after term finished, which was a lot of fun. And because we're all a student-based choir, it was completely led by ourselves. So we had rehearsals, but then we were free to just do our own thing in between that as well. And we've driven through Lyon to get to France before, so I kind of knew what it looked like, but I loved exploring it, and I just absolutely loved it. I really want to go back. After Peru, I had a 36-hour turnaround to then go on our family holiday. We drove to Switzerland to stay in my uncle and aunt's family house. It's owned by my aunt's family, and we'd never been to Switzerland before, and they showed us around, and it was absolutely beautiful. And then we drove on to Provence, where we normally go in France. And you may remember from some holiday hauls and things like that, I've been there quite a few times. The last time we went was 2 years ago, and now I'm back, and I've just done a solid 6 days shift at work, which is so exhausting, but I need the money, and I'm glad that I did it, because that will be really helpful coming in at the start of just before I start uni again. So that's basically everything that's happened up to this point. As I said, I'm going to Poland next week, then I'll have 2 weeks of work, and then I'll be heading back to uni at the beginning of October, which I'm really excited for. I just can't wait to be back, which is the nicest feeling ever, because I always like the start of the new year, like at the start of a school year. I always feel really optimistic, and I always think you know, I always get really excited about starting again. But this is just slightly different, I think, starting uni, because I know exactly what to expect now, and I'm really excited for the new lower year to come in. So I'm going to be head of Freshers Week. There's 3 of us in charge of it for our college. So there's 80 new freshers coming in, so hopefully we'll get to know them really well. We've been in charge of the committee and getting everything organised for that. So I'm really hoping that that will be a great way to meet lots of new people and kind of be like a fresher again, which I think will be quite fun. And we have this really bizarre system at Oxford, this college family system. So my friend who lives in Peru, we're college married, and we've got 2 kids who we've met and made a group chat with, and will hopefully be helping out a little bit when they settle in. So that's very exciting, and that's all to come as well. And then there's just so much that I want to try and do this year at Oxford. I don't have exams, so it's still going to be really busy in terms of essay deadlines and like harmony work and stuff. But it should be, you know, there's not that end goal of exams at the end of the year, which I've never ever had before. I've always had some sort of exams in the summer, whether that be A-levels and GCSEs or just end of year exams. So yeah, it's going to feel really weird to not have exams and have a free summer. I will have a lot of coursework in the summer holidays next year, but it should be fairly chilled if I keep on top of it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Sorry, I've been talking at you for 8 minutes already and haven't shown you anything. What I want to do today is show you some recently completed pages. And when I say recent, I literally do mean over the last 8 months, because I have not done that much. I've just been, well, as you can imagine, I have been so busy that I've wanted to colour, but I haven't had as much time as I would like, and I've just had to take each bit that I have for what it is and really make the most of it. So I have some recently completed pages. I have a couple of new books that I want to show you, which you've probably seen that I've purchased, but I haven't formally shown them in a video, and I have got some completed pages from them. Then I've got some pages / books that I would love to get to at some point, because they're some of my favourites, but I'm probably not going to, let's be honest. It's one of those things where I'm just colouring what I'm feeling at the moment, and if that happens to be in the same book, then that's what it's looking like at the moment. I'm not getting to the breadth of my colouring collection like I would like to. That's to be expected, but I'm also just gravitating towards the same sorts of books at the moment. Then I have some things that I'd like to share from my holiday and things that I bought. So I've got a couple of things which weren't from the holiday, and they were just a couple of stationery / colouring items that I bought across the 8 months. So it's going to be kind of an amalgamated haul of little things that I've got. So yeah, let's just jump in. It's been 10 minutes already. Oh my goodness. This might be quite a long video. I don't have to worry about timing anymore on my phone because I actually got a new phone which has so much storage on it compared to my other one. So this might be a very long video. Grab a cup of tea or coffee. I'm having some Earl Grey and yeah, let's get started. So the first book I'd like to share is Small Victories. So obviously this is not a new book. You will have seen this before on my channel. And obviously it's been out for nearly a year now. But I think since last time, I'm really trying to remember, I think I've completed 4 pages. The ones that I think I've shown you before was this one, and this one, and the Robin here. I think they are the ones that I'd previously done. So I do have some new ones to share with you. Some are very, very recent because they were ones that I did on holiday. So when I went to Switzerland and France, I took this book and Beautiful Planet. Didn't manage to do anything in Beautiful Planet, but it was nice to have anyway. I just focused on this one. I'm also finding that I'm just a lot slower at colouring now. Even though it's a tiny book, I'm just really taking my time with it. So I have 4 pages completed. There are also some that I'd like to share that would be nice to get to at some point. This is the book that I'm finding I'm working in the most just because it is smaller and more convenient for me. So this I think I completed around February, March time because I think I started it around Valentine's Day, and I thought something with a really limited colour palette would be quite nice to do. For this book, I'm using my Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils and my polychromos. I don't have all of the polychromos, but I think I have about 60 or 70, and I just keep them bundled up in colours and put them in a pencil case, and that's how I take them around rather than a big zip-up pencil case because it's just more convenient and better for space. So yeah, this one was really lovely to do. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I was challenging myself to not use any green because I tend to just use green a lot for leaves and that's my default colour, and so I wanted to challenge myself and do that. I don't know what you think. When I showed this to my mum, she loved it, but she said that she would maybe have added a bit of green maybe to these leaves that are a bit lighter, but I purposely made them lighter because I knew I was doing a pink background, so I thought they would stand out a little bit more. And I did fine liner outlining on it. Sorry, I just shook the camera then, so that hopefully the elements would just pop out a little bit more. But yeah, it was a very relaxing one to do, very repetitive. It was a good thing for me to start during uni, those last couple of weeks that were just crazy. But I finished it when I got back. I think at that point in February, I was having like 3 essays a week plus harmony work, and it just, yeah, it was not the easiest. But yeah, that was that one. Then we have this one, which I finished in Switzerland. I'd started this months and months ago. I think I'd started it in January, something like that, like ages ago. And I'd had a few of them done. I think I got up to about here. I'd kept the colours to one side, and I thought, God, I really hope I managed to get back to this at some point because it just was a whip for so long, and luckily I did, and I'm really glad that I did because I do hate having whips, especially when it's in a book that I really love. And I knew that it wouldn't take that long to finish, but to be honest, it still did take quite a while because I just was colouring quite slowly, and we were quite busy in Switzerland. We managed to do a lot. So yeah, I just really like how it turned out, and I'd planned out before I coloured this what I wanted each background colour to be, because I wanted to make sure that they were all spread out evenly and there weren't any of the colours too close to each other. So I'd drawn a grid with 16 boxes and kind of scribbled down what colour and tried to spread them evenly throughout the page. So that's done. That was kind of my first experience in this book of a small victory page where there were lots of small elements, which I think in hindsight actually take a lot longer than I think, because it's lots of little images, and so I want to make each one complete and look finished. Whereas when it's just a normal page like this one, somehow I don't think it takes as long, even though it probably does. But yeah, that one did take quite a while, but I really enjoyed it. Then we have this one, which I finished, started and finished in France. So even though we were there overall for 2 weeks, I really didn't get that much colouring done, just because I was taking my time more with it. This one is kind of my standard sort of colour palette, and this is something that I do want to get out of the habit of doing as much, because there's a lot of green and then I tend to gravitate towards purples and pinks for flowers, and I need to try and be more bold, I think, and challenge myself. The thing that I'm really pleased with though is the background. So what I decided to do was take the colours of the flowers and the leaves and just do a light version of the colour on the background, and then merge them all together so that it kind of looked like a hazy background, because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I didn't want to draw in a box, I didn't have a ruler or anything with me, and I didn't just want to do one colour. So I think it blends in quite nicely, even though the colours are all so different, you know, yellow blending into blue and purple into green. But I just think it gives quite a nice effect. And in terms of embellishments, all I use in this book is white gel pen on top. So yeah, also I searched up reference images for the turtle and really tried to make that look semi-realistic. All of these bits were fine liner with pencil over the top, so that was a nice mindless thing to do as well. So yeah, a little bit of a brighter green for me, which I really liked. So that was that one. And the final one that I did was this one, which I actually just completed yesterday, but I started it in France. This one took quite a while. Now, I was really trying to find inspiration with summer colour palettes, and I looked at some, what are they called? I did a Colour Me Beautiful thing a few years ago where they tell you what season you are based on your colour palette and what types of colours you should be wearing. And I'm a winter, which obviously I'm probably not going to emulate in this because that will be a lot of reds and greens. But the summer one was kind of like this, but what I did was search up that and then just some other inspiration and basically amalgamated them together. So this was the colour palette that I came up with. Quite different from my end result. I didn't use as many of the bright oranges, but I think it's fairly similar. And I did go out of my comfort zone and use blue for the flowers, which I would not normally do. My favourite flowers are the purple ones, especially with the green leaves popping behind them. I think that really makes the purple stand out, and I'm very, very happy with that. And yeah, my aim for this is to do the seasons, so spring, summer. I really want to get to the autumn one at some point, but I'm not sure if I will. But yeah, I would really like to do that one. In fact, I might put a little sticker on that one because I would like to do that one. I just don't know if I'll get a chance during uni, because that's obviously when autumn would be. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing it. I just need to reapply some of the white gel pen on the dots there that seems to have come off. But yeah, that is my last completed page. And then the ones that I would like to get to potentially are the cupcakes. I want to do something that's not flower related. I've been doing a lot of flowers recently, and I'd quite like to do something a bit different and come up with loads of lovely colour palettes for them. I could see that being really, really cool. I also really like this one. I haven't done many of the building ones. Buildings don't appeal to me as much as other things, but I really like this one with all of the turrets and the rainbow here and the tree. I think that could be really fun, and trying to make it not just be brown and grey all the time. Maybe something a little bit different. And there's only 4 as well, so that's quite yeah, would be quite accommodating, I think, that page. Then I really, really like these feathers. This was one that I was going to choose to do when I was away. I want to do blues and greys and just maybe a bit of purple and just make them look really, not really, really realistic, but I used to have so much fun colouring feathers and adding my own little like flicky lines and things. So that would be really nice to do. And then the final one that I have is actually going to be a buddy colour with Kira from A Pictured Purpose. This is going to be in November, so that's why I'm not sure if I'm going to get to the wreath, because I will have this one lined up for November. I have said, because of uni, I might need to start it a little bit before and maybe finish it a little bit after, because I'm not sure how hectic my term will be. But I'm so excited for this one, and I actually reached out to Kira and asked if we could do a buddy colour, because I've been loving her content. If you have not found her yet, she's new to YouTube, well, new-ish. She's only been on for a couple of months, and I just absolutely love her videos. She's so bubbly, she's such a lovely person, and she said how she was starting to do buddy colours and things, and if anyone was interested. And I haven't done a buddy colour for so long, and I thought this book is probably my most approachable book for me whilst I'm at uni, and yeah, I'm very excited for this. It was really funny because she sent 3 pictures over to me, and I'd actually already coloured them. It was the Robin and the Turtle one, and she's coloured so many pages in the book. I said to her, it would be easier if you send me pictures that you haven't done that you'd like to do. So yeah, we ended up going for this one, and I am maybe contemplating colouring these both at the same time, really slowly, because I'd like them to have the same sort of colour palette. But I'm definitely thinking woodland. These are, I think I want them to be pale pink / white, like strawberry flowers maybe. But we'll see. I'm very excited about that. So that's Small Victories. So I've spent so long on that book, but I love it. Then we have a new book / postcards, the Karolina Kupikowska Memories postcards. I think I got these back in April, because I remember taking them to Oxford and not getting around to them. But these are lovely. I'm sure by now you've all seen them. These are the reprinted postcards that Karolina came out with many years ago, and she's put them all into one book. And I'm so grateful she did, because I missed out on getting those when I first they were a lot. It was a lot to spend on a postcard set of 20, especially with the shipping. And this is very generous of her to put it all into one book. And so what I'm doing with these is I am pulling them out and just keeping them. I'll show you in a plastic wallet until I can find potentially a holder for them that's bigger. But these are they're not the normal size of a postcard, so I'm finding it a little bit tricky to find something that will fit them. But I have done one, which I will show you. I'll worry about putting that back later because it's a little bit fiddly. But yes, I have done one, and I will take it out of the packaging. So I'm just keeping them in greaseproof paper, just so that they don't spread, because I do have some paint on here as well. So this is the one that I've done. This is from, well, it doesn't say, I can't remember if this is the spring or the summer. I think it might be the summer, but this is all Black Widows, and then I've used some Calero paints on top, the gold one and the Stardust. And this is not normally a colour palette I would go for at all, so it was really fun experimenting with this. I think I used some Zest, no I didn't, I used the Derwent Blender pens filled with Zest It, perhaps for the background. It really didn't take that long because I was kind of burnishing it all, and managed to get it done fairly quickly. But this was definitely in the holidays before I went back for my 3rd term. But yeah, just a lot of metallic on there, which I'm a big fan of. So yeah, not one I would normally go for, and I was definitely out of my comfort zone, but I enjoyed that. And as I said, that was with Black Widows. Then I also bought the Botanica postcards by Layla Dooley, which were I think I also bought these in March/April because I again took them to uni. I barely took anything to university. I think I took a couple of Rita Berman books, Beautiful Planet, the Karolina Kupikowska postcards, Small Victories, and these. And yeah, they come in a really nice holder. I also got a beautiful card with them. The reason I managed to get hold of these is because Layla said she'd randomly found about 10 packs, and I had been wanting these for so long, and they were out of stock for many years. Many years, was it? Oh, it was a while anyway. And yeah, I never thought I would be able to get hold of them. So when she said that she had a few left, I was just ecstatic and so excited to get them. They're on lovely paper. I had been given a few by my lovely friend Jo quite a few years ago. and I had been so daunted to start them. But now I have a couple of spares of them now. I'm not going to be so scared about trying them, and I might even try watercolour on one of them because the card is really good. But yeah, the one that I've coloured, so you get 10. The one that I coloured, I started at uni, didn't finish it, but this was a pretty unusual colour palette for me. Well, I say that, it sort of was. I never really do yellow backgrounds, and my vision for this was to try and make it look quite tropical. And I've been inspired by some cards, which I will show you later on, that I had bought. I was inspired by one of those colour palettes, and yeah, I really am happy with it. It took a long time. I did end up finishing quite a lot of it at home. I think I'd only managed to start these flowers, but I did one element at a time. So I started with the pink flowers, then these big ones, then these, and then just did all the leaves. Really didn't take that long. I know it looks like it did because it's a ton of leaves, but once I got in the grind, it was fine. I did some blue leaves because I didn't want everything to be green, and I thought that would lean into the tropical vibe a little bit more. But yes, I'm chuffed with it. And then I used some yellow Posca as my embellishment rather than white, because I thought yellow would be a little bit less bold. But yeah, that's that one. So I can't wait to do another of these postcards. They are very time consuming, but less daunting than one of the book pages. So even though they're very time consuming, it's better and more conducive when I'm at uni. So they are the two postcards that I've done. Funnily enough, they are the same size, the Carolina postcards and the Layla Dooley ones. I'm not sure if it says how, it doesn't say how big they are. About the same size as Small Victories, actually. I'm just going to take a sip of my tea. My mouth is getting so dry. As I said, I'm very much out of practice. Then we have Beautiful Planet. Now, I don't have any completed pages to show you in this, but I do have my ongoing WIP, which I still haven't finished. Haven't got back to since I did that last live stream, I don't think. This, I think I have just surrendered myself to the fact that this is going to be a long-term WIP for a very long time, but it's not going to prevent me from working in the book. So normally when something like this happens and I'm stuck with a WIP, I really don't want to start a new page, but I think I've got the colours written down. I will come back to it hopefully at some point. I'll be gutted if I don't, because I really love this page, but I think I started this maybe last September, and there was no way I was ever going to get this done before I left for uni. And I just think maybe I shouldn't have started a huge double page spread, because I'm not going to get it done. Yeah, it's going to take a while. This will probably be something that's not even finished by the time I finish my degree. It will be something that I'll just have to knuckle down and do at some point. So yeah, I'll be tackling slightly less detailed pages, I think. The reason I took this book to Switzerland was because there were some pages that I was really inspired to do, which I might still come back and do. I'm thinking these ones, I'd love to do a spring, summer, autumn, winter thing, but I think I would have to switch it around a little bit and do autumn, winter, spring, summer. I think that would work better based on what these look like. And I think that these would be very possible. I think these are the most approachable ones in this book for me to do if I was inspired from a holiday to do that, which I would really like to do. There was also this one, which would take a while, and I'm not sure how I would tackle the water, and I just think there's no way I'm getting to this one. I could, but again, it would take a long time, so I think bite-sized ones like this might be really nice to do. But that was the other one I was inspired to do from that book. Then we have Walk in the Woods, which is a new book, and I have done 2 pages in this. You will have seen one on Instagram, which I did post back in March. It was around Easter time, April then. But yeah, it was this one, which I was really happy with. I didn't do any of this at uni. This was all at home. So I do have fairly long holidays. I have 5-week holidays, 8/9 week terms, 5-week holidays. But the holidays end up being very busy because I am working to earn money a lot and also doing uni work. So you may think that I have a lot of time to colour, but I actually don't. So I think this was one of the only things that I did, along with the Carolina Kubikowska postcard and maybe finishing one Small Victories page. But this one was Holbein. Very, very happy with how this one came out. I was not expecting it to turn out the way it did. I think I was trying to make it muted, but I kind of just did it and I wasn't too sure how it would turn out. I just knew that I wanted to do these feathers like this because I'd seen a really nice reference image, and I knew I wanted the eggs to be blue. That is literally it. And I just loved it. All of these extra tendril bits was just so fun. The wood, all of the branches did take a very long time, and obviously colouring a lot of brown isn't always the most fun thing for me. I tend to get a little bit bored, but once I'd done that, and that's not because the actual image is boring, it's just because I want to colour with more exciting colours instead of just colouring wood. So when I got onto the feathers and I'd done those, I was really, really happy. And then I just had the leaves to do, which once I'd figured out my colour palette, they really didn't take that long. So yeah, I'm thrilled with this one. And in the end, it turned out exactly how I wanted, even though I didn't really know what that was. But yeah, muted was my vision and I was happy with it. And then the other one I did, which I did do at uni actually, couldn't be more different. I think I did manage to do this one in third term. It was this one. So this was obviously a very small page, but surprisingly took a very long time. Sometimes I would get up in the morning and do 10 minutes of colouring, and I kid you not, would get one petal done. These flowers took a long time. I put quite a lot of colour into them, a little bit of purple and then the blue and the pink. Many layers. This is all Holbein as well, with a few fine liners, but I really wanted to do this one. I thought it would be a nice quick one. It wasn't, but yeah, I wanted to experiment with colour palette and not just do the same sort of thing that I would always do, make it a little bit brighter. So there are so many more that I would love to get to in this book. The autumnal ones would just be absolutely gorgeous. Oh gosh, I think they're all so beautiful, and it really saddens me that I'm not going to be able to get to them, but a project page would be really nice to do. I love this one. I'm going to have to go through and see if any catch my, well, so many of them catch my eye, but some that I think would be fairly realistic for uni. Or hopefully starting/finishing at the end of September. That's that one, because we will be getting into autumn and I'll want to start doing autumnal pictures in September. Maybe, nah, not quite yet. Then we have a new book as well, which I'm pretty sure I've shown. Maybe I haven't. I've definitely done the flip through, but I'm not sure if I've shown it in another video. But this is by Makiko Inotome, so the same lovely lady who did the first book, the Wild Mouse Yururi journey sketch. And this is lovely, and I haven't got to it yet, and that's literally makes me so sad. I've got a couple of books that I'm just really sad that I haven't managed to get to yet. I do have a page eyed up that I want to start next now that I finished my Small Victories page, and I'm really hoping that I might manage to get it done before I go back to uni. I did take this one to uni, I just didn't get to it. But it's this one, this circus one, which isn't one that I normally go for, but I was looking in the summer section and I would just really like to do it. Something a bit different, a little bit of a different colour palette would be really nice. My idea for this is dark night sky, obviously because of the stars and the moon, and then reds, and I need to find some inspiration. I want to do this like the Little Wooden Horse, my granny's book, but when I think of this page, I think of the old covers that I had of my Jacqueline Wilson books, like the Hetty Feather books, and I think I still have them somewhere, and I need to go and see if I can find some inspiration, because I think that would be good. But I'm looking forward to colouring all the characters. I just think they are so adorable, and I'm not sure if I'll manage to get to the whole spread, but I could always keep the colours aside and take it to uni. I mean, I could finish this one, colour the other little characters in this, and then I could just leave all the flowers to do, the flowers and the leaves. That might be an idea. I could do that, that would work. But yeah, I can't wait to start it. The paper is a little bit thinner, I think, than the Wild Mouse Euro book, but still lovely. But I'm just going to be using pencils on it anyway, so that's not a problem. But yeah, I can't wait. I'd really like to start this today if I can. I'm feeling really inspired. So that's that one. Then another book that I haven't got to, which I actually can't believe I haven't, but I'm so upset, is Mana Rezadesh Africa by Rita Berman. And I do really need to get to this one soon because it gives summer vibes to me, and I really need to get to it before I go back to uni. The one that I'm feeling most inspired to do, I think, is this one, which wouldn't take too long, and actually it's not too summery. I also didn't want something with too many flowers because, like I said, I have coloured a lot of flowers recently, and I know the circus one that I've just shown has a lot of flowers, but it's dispersed with other things as well, and it would be a little bit of a different colour palette. So yeah, I need to figure out which page I'm going to do in here, and I want to do one. I want to get to this and the wreath book, hopefully, before I go back. So there was this one that I was inspired by, and then I do have a few flowery ones which I'm not sure if I will get to, but there was this flamingo one and either of these two. But I think for my first page I want it to be more of a scene rather than just flowers. So I don't know, I absolutely love Rita's books, and I need to work in a Rita book to get my Rita Berman fix. So yeah, I'm just so excited to work in it, and I think this would be a nice one because I love colouring dragonflies, and that would be a really nice colour palette to do with a little bit of shimmer on it as well. So I'd love to get to that one. So now I just have some books to share that I would really love to get to. Probably won't be able to, but if you are looking for pages in your books, maybe that are autumnal ones, there are a couple that I really like in the Yururi book that I would like to get to. There's a summer one which I know I won't get to, but I really liked that. I also loved these autumnal ones. We had this one, and this one I was inspired to do because of just being in France. I do always struggle a little bit with food and figuring out what colour I want things to be, and it's always very, especially with pastries and biscuits and things, it's always quite beige, and I want to make sure that there's still a lot of colour in there. So I think I think the cupcake page and Small Victories would be a little bit more approachable. But yeah, I really do like that one, and I want to get back to this book as well, but I'm going to prioritise this season's brief book. Then we have Little Secrets on My Fairy House by Clara Markova. I've only coloured one page in here, and this was a while ago now. I think this was Christmas 23. But I love how it turned out, and so there's nothing preventing me from working in this book, it's just time. I had a couple picked out that I really like, and I've always really liked in this book. It's this one, Flamingo, and also this house one, which I really like. There are some lovely autumnal ones in here, just not going to be possible for me to get to them, I don't think. But it's nice to pick out pages anyway, and hope that you're going to get to them even if you're not. And then obviously we have the postcards, which I haven't come back to since doing this one, which was ages ago now. I don't have many of the spring summer ones left. I do have quite a lot of autumnal ones. Oh, actually only 3. This is still one that would be amazing to finally complete, because I am more than halfway through, and it would be a shame to stop now. But I'm not disheartened with this one. It just didn't turn out quite the way I was hoping. The leaves, I think it was mainly the leaves. I could always go back, but I need to feel really inspired to do them so that I can do them to the best of my ability if I can. But yeah, it would be nice to come back to that. Then we have some Rita Berman books, which I haven't picked any specific pages out, but I would obviously love to get to them. I won't be getting to the spring or summer ones now, I don't think. There are some autumnal pictures in Die Welt unter der Lupe, which I really like. Again, I'm just sharing these, but the thing is I have other books that I want to prioritise, and I would colour in Mein Reise durch Afrika over these ones because I haven't worked in it yet. I'd love to redo this page. I did that many years ago. I've done a lot of the summary pages. I did that one 2 years ago in France, actually. But yeah, again, this would be a dream to do this double page spread. And I'm just, yeah. That's one for another time in life, I think. I've just got to be fairly semi-realistic and think, what am I likely to be able to get done when I'm at uni over these next 2 years? And then obviously there's the autumn book, which I've done 3 pages in. It would be really nice to do another. I love this one. This is always one that I've wanted to do. I'd love to do the wave one. I've got this one and the spring one left, which I would really like to do. The pages that I've done in this haven't turned out, I mean, they're not my favourite Rita Berman pages that I've completed ever. There are definitely ones that I have from other books that I really love. I think that's mainly just down to the autumn season and me struggling with colour palettes and figuring out kind of what I want to do with things. It's not necessarily the colour palettes, or it's just because I think autumnal colour palettes, if you're struggling with a colour palette, they are quite similar, and you know, you can just do lots of reds, browns, greens, yellows, but I don't know, I just I don't know, they're not my favourite pages that I've ever done, but I just love her books. I love her books, and I really need to get back to doing a Rita page. And then we have the flower year, which obviously I'm not going to probably be able to get to. I didn't take this one to uni. I also would prioritise doing another page in her bigger books, potentially, although there are some really nice small things in here. So this is my second copy for those of you who are newer to my channel. I did so many pages in my first copy. I did quickly learn the autumn winter sections of this book are not my favourite. There are definitely pages that I prefer. So kind of August onwards, I love this page. I did this page before, but overall there were just so many leaves. And there are definitely other pages that I'd be more, excuse me, more inclined to do in the Woodland book, which basically that whole book could be autumn if you wanted it to be. The Walk in the Woods one, I just would love to do an autumn page in there. So I think I probably will try and get to a small page in that if I can. But I do love this book. I will forever love this book, and I will get back to it at some point. I just need to have more time, which is not possible. So there are all the books. I did just want to show you, I was rummaging through, I have the whole, this is going to be a very long video. I was rummaging through my pencils, just sorting some stuff out. I've been through and sorted out all my stationery over the past couple of days. And eventually I will sort out my whole cupboard before I go back to uni, I think. But I was going through my pencils. I'd had to frantically sort out my desk holder. I've got a rifle paper desk holder because I knew I wanted to take it to uni, and I had loads of bundles of pencils from past projects and things that I just hadn't put away, and I'd put them in a box under the sofa, and I'd been going through them because I was looking at my polychromos and I was like, I'm sure there are pencils missing here that I do have. And so along the way I also found some other pencils that I obviously didn't forget that I had, but I had just misplaced them for those couple of months. So yeah, I've managed to find a few polychromos that I had been looking for, a couple of open stock replacements as well, which is really good news because I actually was thinking that I'd need to go and buy them. I still don't know where my dark indigo is. That's the one I'm really crushed about because I don't know where it is. So I think I'm going to need to go and buy that because it's one of my favourite colours and I use it all the time. So I can't think where it is, but anyway, they are my polychromos. Then I also have a nice little selection of Erogeton pencils going, which I used quite a lot of these in that wreath picture that I showed you from Small Victories. So yeah, I would like to keep building my collection of these. You can get them open stock now in the UK in various places. But yeah, I love the colours that I've got. They work really nicely. They are quite hard pencils, but they complement my Polychromos and Black Edition pencils really well, because I've got some lovely muted tones here. So that's something that I would be interested in. I'm also just conscious that I really haven't been buying that much in terms of adding to my collection, because I'm aware of the lack of time I have. And so obviously, as you can tell, I really have only bought 4 books this year. The Carolina Kupakowska, Botanica postcards, the Wreath book, and Walk in the Woods. They are the only books I've added to my collection over 8 months so far, because there are so many. I really want the Shooting Star book by Maria Troll. That's one that's definitely on my list that I want to get, but it's just a case of time, and I'm glad that I'm being more realistic on myself. That makes me very happy, and I know that there will come a time when I am moving into my own flat that I will need to downsize my collection and unfortunately get rid of some books, because I'm just not going to be able to keep them all. So I'm trying not to add to my collection too much over the next few years. Then I have these, which I found in an art shop. These are Old Derwent artist pencils, and I'd like to use these along with my Polychromos because I think they would work really nice. These are the old edition. And then I do have a few, I do have more and I don't know where they are. I have a couple of the newer Derwent artist pencils. I have a couple of Lightfast, and then I got these open stock really cheap. I think they were on sale. The Pro Colour Prussian Blue Dark Indigo. The Dark Indigo is quite similar to the Indigo Polychromos, but it's not quite the same. And then Gunmetal, Drawing White, a couple of Pablo, which again are a set of pencils I would absolutely love to own, but obviously not in the financial position to be able to do that. But these are harder pencils and work really well with my Polychromos. And then I've got a buff titanium spare, which I thought would be handy to have with my Polychromos and things to blend them. So they were just a couple of pencils that I'm now going to keep with my Polychromos together in my pencil case, so that I can use them along with those in the Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils. So they are all the books, and those I'm now going to move on to sharing my purchases for my holiday. Okay, I think I've decided if I can, I'm going to try and put timestamps in this video and kind of split it into 2 parts, because there's quite a lot going on basically in this video, so I think I will do that. Before I show you what I bought, I do just also want to say that before I go back to uni, I do have a lot of bookmarks that I have already got made up that if you're interested, I'm not going to open my Etsy shop again because it's just a lot, it's a lot of work to keep it going, and I wouldn't be able to do it during uni. But if you are interested, I will be selling them via PayPal. So I did put some photos up on my Instagram. I might make an Instagram highlight, but I'm going to be selling them in packs of 3 for £4.95, or a set of mixed postcards, a set of 8 for £11.95, and then postage and packing to the UK would be £2.50, and elsewhere I'd have to work out the weight and see. But PayPal was seems to be the easiest way to do it, and lovely viewer who I've known for a very long time reached out and asked if she could buy some, which I was just so, it just meant so much, because I haven't been active with, you know, selling my stationery for ages, and it just really meant a lot. And so yeah, I just want to say thank you again, and it really spurred me on to find the ones that I already made. So yeah, I do have some already in the packs of 3, which are in their sets. So I do the star set as a set of 3, but then I also do the mix sets. But I have those already made, and I already have some others, but I do have so many of my papers that I will be going back and making some for, because I do use these myself as well. And yeah, just got some really pretty papers. So many of the Cambridge imprint papers I have, which I've already got cut up in their squares for me to use. But yeah, if you're interested, please feel free to DM me on Instagram, or email me at ibutler1308@gmail.com. It will be in the description. But yes, in terms of the packs of 3, I can do them in reds/pinks, greens, blues, yellows, purples, or the starry set of 3. So yeah, they are those. So moving on to things I bought, so I was sorting out my stationery, and I've put my favourite washi tapes in this box. Now, some of them are new, some of them are not. I'm going to try and pick my way through and show you. This is a new one. Oh my god, I can't get this out. Which I bought in France. This is a Constellations one, an MT tape, which I think is really, really cool. I bought this one in Lyon. This is a lovely one, which says bisou, which means kiss, and I thought that was really sweet. I don't have many with writing on them, and I thought it was fairly plain, really lovely. Oh, we went into the most gorgeous stationery shop, absolutely loved it, and I bought this in a print for my parents. That one was new. This one I got at Christmas, but I'm pretty sure I already showed it in my Christmas haul. So this one, love it. This is oh my gosh, what's her name? Sarah Davenport? Is that right? Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. And then this is my other new one, which I bought in Oxford from the Christchurch gift shop, with these adorable mice. I absolutely love it. Really, really love it. And it's a bit of a thicker tape as well. So they are my new washi tapes. These are my most prized possession washi tapes. I have a lot more than this, which I keep in another box, but these are the ones that, I mean, some of them I love so much I haven't even opened yet and used, which is ridiculous. I need to use those. But yeah, I love them. I love them. They're my favourites. So my vision for my room in Oxford is I want my wall to have loads of postcards and things up on it. I've already bought a poster from a vineyard we went to visit, Valjoany, which we always go to, and I've bought a rosé, basically on their rosé wine they have a beautiful sticker on it, and I've bought a poster. I'm sharing a set with my friend, and we both love the X album by Ed Sheeran. I still need to buy that on vinyl because I tried getting it in Oxford and it wouldn't work. But I want to get an X poster. I think that would be really fun. I've bought some postcards which I've already put in a frame, but I have a couple of other postcards which I'm going to put on my wall. This one I bought in Lyon. It's actually made in Switzerland, but we went to this vintage shop which had just loads of little knick-knack things, and I got this postcard. I think it was like €3, which looks really vintage because it's got the ripped edge and this just beautiful print for painting, which I love. So I'm definitely going to be putting that one up. In Vaison, where we stay in Provence, I bought this Vaison postcard, which was handmade by an artist. It's like a print of the original artwork, and these are the Valjo stickers, not stickers, little prints. So the white, rosé, red stickers, which are put on the wine bottle, but these are just little cards. So I bought this in a bigger version. Big poster, which I'm going to put up in my room. But I also think if I could, it would be really nice. It would probably be really expensive because these are sort of an abnormal sized card, but to frame these or just put them up, I'd really like to do that. So we have those. Just going to put those back in the in there. Then I also bought a card which I'll be putting up, which is this one, which I thought was beautiful. So I just think buying cards and things and postcards are a really nice way of having artwork in a miniature form, and I just want a room to look so nice. I just have so many thoughts about what I want to do. I want to get fairy lights across all of the top of the room. My set partner has basically left me in complete control because he is not sure about what to do with the set area. So we essentially have our own room each, and then we have a big living area to share. We'll both have desks. I'll have a piano in the room. We have a sofa, hopefully a good sized table. So yeah, I'm really excited to decorate it. I can't wait. And I get to Oxford a week and a half before term starts, so I'm actually going to be able to just be there, enjoy Freshers Week, meet people, but also buy stuff for the room if need be and get it to what I want it to be. I'm very, very excited. I'm pretty sure I've shown these. Now, these are the things that I've bought just generally throughout the last 8 months. This is what I can think of. There might be more. This is a beautiful shop in London. If you are around Covent Garden and Seven Dials, go to this shop. It's called Choosing Keeping. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to be really, really careful and actually no. Yes, I cut it open. Did I? Was I smart? No, I wasn't. I'm going to be really careful and try and open this because I want to show you the beautiful stickers, but I don't want to rip this one either. I have used these, by the way. I just keep them in the packaging because it's too beautiful. So they put everything in these little... No, I have ripped it. I think it was already ripped, actually. I've got a couple of these sticker sets. These are the... Oh, sorry, I just shook the camera. These are the second ones that I bought. So we have... I got this card, which I would also really like to put up. I'm not planning on sending it. I will be... It's an embossed card with the gold, and I will be putting that up in the set as well, probably. But these are the stickers. So these are the With Love ones. They do have happy birthday ones and things, so I thought this one would come in handy. So you get 5 different colours. So you get 10 stickers in each pack. And I cut them on the sides so that I didn't have to ruin this lovely sticker. Then I got these ones. I love these ones. The Good Luck. The Good Luck ones. And then these are the ones that I bought a while ago that I also bought for my mum for her stocking last year. I'm sure you've seen these. I must have shown them before. These are the labels, and again, they are just absolutely stunning, and they tend to just print them and then sell them. So when you see something that's new, they might not come back. I don't think I've seen these in the same colour variation again. So I get my hands on them whilst I can, and I'm really hoping if I take a trip to London near Christmas, I'm definitely going to go back. But they are just gorgeous. It's one of my favourite shops. I always am just so excited to go there. There's a lovely stationery shop called Scriptum in Oxford, and I bought these little book plates, which I'll probably use them as book plates, or I can use them as label stickers. But they're just stunning, and I think I treated myself to these after one of my exams after term. But yeah, it's just such a beautiful shop, and I really love these. They have so many different designs, but these were the ones that caught my eye. I think I bought some for my mum for her stocking as well, and they were a slightly different flower one. These were from the London Graphic Design Centre. I've used these a lot. These are little washi balloon stickers. Absolutely gorgeous. I bought these envelopes from, Soster & Gren is one of my favourite shops. They've been popping up everywhere. We went to one in Zurich, and I'll show you a couple of the things I got in a second. But these are what I bought from just my local one, I think, because they've just opened one. And so these are plain postcards on the outside, and they've got a lovely design on the inside, which I have got. I don't know where I put it now. I do have it in a pencil pot. This was a foldable pencil pot. Everything is so reasonable there. I think this was like £3. And it's a foldable one with gold embossing on it. I've just got my fine liners that I regularly use in here at the moment. But this is one of their new designs for whatever season it was that they were bringing out. But yes, I think they are lovely. Absolutely lovely. And I'm always needing envelopes because I have a lot of note cards that don't come with envelopes from Cambridge Imprint, and these are perfect. These will go with all my blue ones. I think I might have shown these before, but I'll quickly show them again. These are note cards again from the London Graphic Design Centre. I love them so much. I haven't used them yet, but it comes with 6 envelopes and 6 note cards, I think. No, 8, 2 of each. And they're all of varying sizes, and then you get the note cards on the back as well. I thought they were so gorgeous. They're a really nice material as well, those envelopes. These are from Lyon, so these are Mary Mary tattoos. Now I have mentioned, I've bought quite a lot of these tattoos in the past. I don't actually use them as tattoos. What I do is I just cut them out, put water on them on the back, but then I transfer them onto card and use them for cards and embellishing things. And these folk style ones I just loved. I thought they were gorgeous. And these were from the same shop that I bought that Bisou washi tape from. The polar bear one, I love it. So yeah, I'd love to transfer these onto some sort of brown vintage card. I think that would be really nice, especially with the gold embossing. And they were half price as well, they were on sale. So these were the note cards I was talking about. So the page that I did, the postcard from Layla Dooley that I did was inspired by this colour palette, and also another one that was very, very similar, and I amalgamated the two together. So these are by Angie Lewin, who is an artist that we studied for GCSE. And, well, not studied, it was for an earlier top project in year 8 before we started GCSE, but I kind of took it forward, I'm pretty sure, into my year 9 art book. We get 6 postcards with these lovely recycled paper envelopes, and they're just stunning. I love them, and I've been given a bit of money for my birthday, so I treated myself to getting these and the mouse washi tape from the Christchurch gift shops. They are both from there. I just absolutely love these. Can't wait to use those. And then I bought these very, very recently. I have 3 sets of rifle paper sticker sheets, and they are all Christmassy, and I wanted some that were not. And when it's not like I was looking for them, I just saw them and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the same sort of style, but they're not Christmas ones, and it'd be really nice to have some that I can use another time, because I do have a rifle paper set of stickers, but they are running out quite rapidly. And the thing I like about this is about half of them are birthday related and half of them aren't. You know, there are lots of these really nice nice ones here, which could be for birthdays, but also for other things. I think it's really nice that they are fairly flexible to use. So you get 3 sheets of these, and I'm very excited to use them. I think they're gorgeous. I love wrapping gifts in brown paper and then using lovely like stickers and things to embellish it. It's my favourite thing. So moving on to things that I got on holiday. I got other things as well, but I thought I would just pick out a few stationery items that I specifically wanted to share, because otherwise this video really would be super long. A couple of things I did want to share that aren't stationery related was this beautiful twin set of tins, which I got. I have no idea what I'm going to use them for, but I just couldn't leave the shop without getting them. So yeah, we've got the ochre and the pink. They also had a blue one, but the blue one came with the ochre. As much as I loved the blue, I really wanted the pink, and you couldn't get the blue and pink together, so I got the ochre and the pink together instead, which I think is really nice. I'll find somewhere to put these. I definitely want to take those to uni. And then also, I could not believe how reasonable this was. I was shocked. My mum and I went into this little art shop, and she's wrapped it in some nice paper as well. I haven't opened this since we got back, so I'm very excited. Oh, I don't want to rip the washi tape. This was €6. €6 for a handmade little plate with koi fish. And it's little things like these which I'm going to be taking and putting in the set in my room. I can't wait. I'm going to need a whole box full of stuff that's just going to be decoration. You know, I've got my lovely painted stone, which I got a few years ago in Devon. I've got my paperweight, my Monet paperweight. I've just loads of little things which I'm really hoping will just spruce up the room, and I just can't wait to just have this. I love collecting. It's just so exciting for me to be collecting little bits of artwork that eventually I will hopefully have in my own house / flat. Because, you know, if I'm trying to rent a flat in London, it's going to be very expensive. But that's obviously that would be the goal. And just getting things like this early on now and having them, oh, I just can't wait. And I just love this so much. So I'm very, very excited about that. I need to keep that safe. I should probably keep it wrapped up for so that it's easy to take when I want to start packing everything. So from Stationery Gren, I got these stickers, which they do a lot of versions of these, and everywhere you go, whichever Stationery Gren you go to, there are always going to be different versions. So if you see something, get it, because they might not have it in other shops. But these ones, some of them are gold embossed, some are plain, and most of them have the flowers on, and I think you get about 8 different patterns and then they repeat. I just love them. They're great for using for cards. I have another set like this. I personally prefer them when they are sheets, which I have a set to show you in a second, but these are lovely and so cheap. I mean, £1. They are, I can't get over how they managed to make really nice quality items for the price that they do, because it yeah, actually baffles me. Then the other ones are these. So yeah, these are £1.22. It's actually a little bit crazy. Now you get 10 sheets in here, you get smaller ones, and then you also get the bigger ones like this. So these are really pretty summery ones with the shells and things, but equally the flower ones I could use for any time of the year. So I've got another set like this which look like Liberty, and then I also have some plain circle ones as well, which I found in Berlin, and they don't have them anywhere else. I've never seen these ones before. Sorry, just taking a sip of my drink. So again, each branch in various places seem to do different things, so you really do just have to keep your eye out. But they're popping up everywhere over the UK. If you're going somewhere new, check it out, really, really do, because it's such a great shop. Then from Switzerland, I bought the Carandosh Neo Colours. This is the autumn set. Now, I had seen these years and years ago on Colour and Chat with Sammy's channel. I had no idea that you could actually buy them in store anywhere. I've never seen them actually in store. I've only seen them online on Amazon. And I was really, really excited when I saw them. And, well, funny story, I didn't see them. My mum saw them. And she thought there was a sticker on the back that said they were like £4 or something, which I thought was too good to be true. I actually could not believe that. And there's also the water set, aquatic set. She said, do you want me to get you both? And I was like, yes, that's a ridiculous price for them. Please, please get me both and I will pay you back. And then she went to the counter and they said that the sticker was a mistake, and they were actually, I think, 15 francs each, which a franc is basically, 1 franc is £1 at the moment, which is a bad exchange rate for us, but that's pretty much what it is. And I still said, look, that's a better price compared to the amount that I've seen them before, so I would still absolutely love them. So she said, well, I'll get one for your stocking for Christmas, and you buy one. So I've kept these ones, and she's given me the aquatic ones for Christmas, which I'm really excited about. Now, these are just gorgeous little sets. The only Neo Colours I had previous to this were these ones, and obviously I wasn't at home, so I didn't know if I would end up getting any doubles in this set. And luckily, the only double I have is the rose one, which is perfect. So I love that one anyway, but they just last so long. And I thought this is a good start, because I use Neo Colours quite a lot for my artwork, not necessarily for use in my colouring books as much, but I have used these for cards and things in the past, and they're great for backgrounds and things like that. And I would like to start using them a bit more in my colouring if I find books that I think would be suitable. But yeah, lovely tin. So thrilled to have these, and I've already used them, and I'll show you the little postcard I've done already. So yeah, they are just lovely. And the way I've been using them is rubbing them onto a plastic plate and then activating them with water, but equally you can put them straight onto the paper. So they are the Neo Colours, and this is the postcard that I've done. Probably won't add any pencil to it. I think I'm just going to leave it how it is. This was from the Airy, I've tried to trim the top off. I'm going to have to go back and do that again. the Airy postcards, which I've had for quite a while, and I did the Anne of Green Gables one. But yeah, I went ahead and did this one. I think I might need to iron it out. But yeah, it's not the most defined thing in the world. I mean, there's not particularly much shading, but I think it does kind of give that vintage look, where it's just kind of flat colour with a little bit of shading and very minimal, and I really like it. And I was just experimenting with the colours, doing a lot of mixing, because obviously these colours I had to mix to get the desired effect here. So especially with the green, I had to do quite a lot of mixing to get the colour I wanted for that. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it, and I didn't feel like using pencil the other day, and I just wanted to do some free-flowing stuff. So yeah, that's my completed page. Then from the Caran d'Ache shop, now I didn't get the Neo colours from the Caran d'Ache shop, that was a different shop, but I did go to the Caran d'Ache shop in Zurich and get this Swiss pen, which I thought was so cool. And I don't know if you can get this anywhere else. I'm assuming these are only things that you can buy in the Swiss shop. And also I don't know if there is even a Caran d'Ache shop in the UK. I'm not sure. But yeah, I thought this was really cool. It is blue ink. I don't normally write with blue ink, but I obviously will be using it. Absolutely love that. And then I also got, where is the opening to this? It's here. I also got a pencil. Now there were two pencils I could have got. It was either this one or a smaller, cheaper pencil with the Swiss design all across the top. But I went for this one because it was the same style as Luminance pencil. And I really wanted to get this one because it's got the lovely little Swiss design on the top. So I'll be using that probably more for, I think it's HB, but so I could use it for writing, but probably mostly art if I ever get around to doing it. But yeah, that's those. These are from France, so this lovely shop. It is a bookshop, but they have a stationery section. Now 2 years ago I bought these envelopes, which I do still have a few of, and I was really hoping when I went back that they would have some, and they did. They had these ones, which is the same company but slightly different. I'm not sure if you can see, and I love both of them. And again, these will be perfect for my Cambridge imprint notelets, because I have 3 sets of notelets, 2 in blue colours, which will work perfectly for these, but they don't come with envelopes. You have to buy the envelopes separately, and they're quite pricey. So these will be perfect for that, and I might give a few to my mum as well, because I know that, I think last time we split them and we had 10 each, but I love those. And then I also was hoping that they would have some more note paper. So this was the one that I bought 2 years ago. I've only got a few sheets of it left because I used a lot for my birthday thank yous a couple of years ago, and they had this one, which I love. Love the colour palette of this, and there's also a little bit more writing space, which is perfect because I end up having to go onto the back of them. But yeah, these are really inexpensive. I think you get 25 sheets. Yeah, and I just love this company, and I was really chuffed. It's so nice going back to places and nothing changes. Vaison, it's always the same when we go back. We're never disappointed, and the same goes for the shops. We're lucky that none of them shut down during COVID. But I was just so chuffed that I could go in and kind of expect the same sorts of things, and was really hoping that I could find replacements for the things that I'd used and loved. So yeah, very, very happy about that. And then the final thing, which I couldn't walk out of the shop without getting these, and I know these are not meant for my age range, but I just absolutely love them. These are stickers by Moulin Rouge. I'm not sure if I'm probably not saying that right. This is a very similar company to Gieco, if you've heard of them. They're both French companies, and these stickers, I used to get so many of these as a kid from Gieco, but these are just absolutely gorgeous, and I really, really wanted to get them because they reminded me of Nina Stajner. So you get 4 sheets. I'm not sure if you could get these online anywhere, but I thought they would be lovely for cards and various things. Just these especially reminded me of Nina Stajner, the bunnies and everything like that. Just thought they were absolutely gorgeous. Really, I mean, €5 as well. Just gorgeous. Yeah, and I could not, I did think about it. I didn't buy them straight away, but I just had to. I thought they were so lovely. So that's everything that I want to share with you. This has been such a long video. This will definitely be over an hour now. I've done it in 2 parts, but yeah, I am so excited to be back. I apologise that this was such a long video, but I hope that there's something in here that you're interested in seeing, whether that be the haul or the completed pages. I really want to get a couple more videos up before I go back to uni, and as I said, I promised people I would do little clips and things whilst I was in Oxford and do a vlog or something, which I would really like to do. It's just a case of time, but I want to show you what I get up to at uni and just show you around and where I am, because it's stunning, and yeah, I want to bring you in on all of that, so I'd really like to do that. But thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for all of the support, and I put up the message on Instagram the other day about how I was missing you all and, you know, really wanted to be back soon. I'm back. I have not, there's no way that I'm stopping my channel. It's just a case of time, and I really appreciate you all bearing with me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. As always, I hope that you are enjoying whatever you're colouring at the moment. And yeah, everything will be down below as usual. My email will be there, and I will put timestamps hopefully for the couple of sections in this video, for those of you interested. But if you've got to this point, thank you so much. It's been a great first video back for me to do and just kind of put everything in there, rather than splitting it up into 2 videos. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all on my next video, which hopefully will be middle to end of September. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone. Bye.